Bonjour tout le monde. This is your video for your reflexive commands notes, which is the very last part of the package that I gave you when I saw you last, the last 2 pages. So the first of those pages is the notes, the second is your worksheet. So let's start with our prayer. Au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit. Seigneur, nous te rendons grâce pour tous tes bienfaits, toi qui vis et règnes pour les siècles des siècles. Gardez nos âmes dans la paix. Amen. Au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit. Amen. I don't know if I said in the last video, but just in case I didn't, if I do see you at the end of the year, this year, in person, we will still be having a prayer quiz, so make sure you are studying your prayer out loud as much as you can. Okay, euros aren't important right now. Okay, so today we're going to do the imperative mood in the reflexive. There is a conjugamos, les commandements. I just have not decided when it will be due yet. But it will be up, and I will let you know via Remind or Power School when it is due, because I have not decided yet. Okay, so révisons l'impératif. So l'impératif, remember, is giving commands, directions, or instructions. We can form the imperative with the pronouns tu, nous, and vous. Okay, so if we want to do some quick practice, stop would be arrête. Let's dance, dansons. Have faith, ayez la foi. Remember, avoir looks weird. Come here, viens ici. Ici, ça veut dire tu. Okay, so now we're going to start with reflexive imperative commands. So in a previous lesson, we learned about reflexive verbs. That was way at the beginning of the year. So remember, reflexive verbs are a special group of verb where the action is usually done to yourself and not to someone else. These verbs require a reflexive pronoun to describe the action. So let's review the categories of reflexive verbs. Habitual actions, describing one's daily routine. Je m'habille à 9 heures. I get dressed at 9 o'clock. To wake up, se réveiller. Se lever, to get up. Se laver, to wash. Se brosser les dents. Se brosser les cheveux, to brush. S'habiller, to get dressed. Se dépêcher, to hurry. Se coucher, to go to bed. S'endormir, which we didn't learn, but it means to fall asleep. So dormir is to sleep. S'endormir is to fall asleep. That's one group of reflexives. The second group would be, here's some more for the first group, habitual actions. Se raser, se peigner, se doucher, se baigner, se coiffer, se maquiller. The second group is idiomatic reflexives, which describe how one is feeling or doing. Je m'amuse aujourd'hui, I'm having fun today. Notice idiomatic means native to the language, so it's literally difficult to translate in English. In English, we don't say I myself have fun, but in French, it's reflexive. So s'amuser, se promener, se fier, to trust, se tromper, to be wrong, se souvenir, to remember, se marier, se fâcher, se moquer de, se reposer. And then the third group is reciprocal reflexives, describing the action that one does with someone else. Nous nous aimons would be we love each other. So, s'aimer. Se parler. So parler is sometimes reflexive and sometimes not. Se voir. Se téléphoner. S'embrasser. Se retrouver. Se disputer. Se quitter. Se détester. Sometimes we want to give commands or instructions using reflexive verbs. This can sometimes be confused with giving commands with direct object pronouns, which we haven't learned yet. 3 things to remember about reflexives in the commands are no person to start the sentence. The person we're talking about is implied, so there's still no personal pronoun. Reflexive pronouns which must match or mirror the person. There are only 3 people we can give commands to: tu, vous, and nous. So these are imperative reflexive pronouns. So remember, the reflexive pronoun in the present tense is je me brosse les cheveux. The reflexive pronoun is the me. So here they change to toi, and then vous and nous. So vous and nous are the same. Te changes to toi. Because normally it would be tu te brosses les dents, but now it's brosse toi les dents, brush your teeth. When you use pronouns in a command, they're placed after the verb with a dash or hyphen. Use the chart to fill the blanks below, making note of the placement. So look at yourself or look at you, regarde-toi. Look at yourselves, regardez-vous, noticing the hyphen. Look at us, let's look at us or let's look at ourselves. Regardons-nous. Brush your teeth, brosse-toi les dents. Y'all brush your teeth, brossez-vous les dents. Let's brush our teeth, brossons-nous les dents. So remember, these are commands. So you brush your teeth, tu te brosses les dents is a statement. Brosse-toi les dents is a command. Notice that the pronoun matches the person we're giving the command to. This is how we know the action is not being done to someone else. In the negative command, the pronoun toi returns to its normal form of te, and it also returns to its normal placement before the conjugated verb and inside the negative verb sandwich. So, ne, pronoun, conjugated verb, pas. So the reflexive pronoun changes back to being in front of the verb. So, ne te regarde pas, don't look at yourself. So some practice. Ne nous rasons pas, let's not shave. Ne vous lavez pas, don't wash yourselves. Ne te regarde pas, don't look at yourself. Okay, so that is the end of our notes. And then you have some worksheet practice on the next page of your packet that is due on Monday morning. Let me know if you have any questions. Bon courage, au revoir.